guys, welcome back to my channel. I am actually doing a little bit of a different video today. Instead of a vlog or a challenge, it is kind of more of a lifestyle video. I'm going to be showing you my workout routine and what I eat. Little disclaimer, I am absolutely not in any way a professional personal trainer, fitness instructor, nutritionist, any of that, of the sort. I'm not professional, didn't go to school for it, none of that. But I just happen to love working out, love fitness, and I love eating healthy, or at least trying to. Now I will say also, I do not eat healthy all the time. I just try in my life to make better choices. If I have two options in front of me, I pick the healthier choice regardless of how good this one looks, and I just try to live that way. Now I let myself eat whatever I want. A cookie, a muffin, whatever. If I want it, I will absolutely eat it, but only in moderation. If I feel like I have a day where I'm I really just want to eat healthy today, and there's a box of donuts on the counter, I'm absolutely not going to touch it. It's all about restricting yourself and having self-control, being able to say, okay, I'm gonna let myself have this. Today, I don't want to do that because maybe I ate a little too much. It's just one of those things where you have to decide for yourself whether you want to eat more or whether you want to eat in moderation. I choose to try to eat in moderation because I want to be able to enjoy cookies, and fall is coming up, so I'm thinking of Thanksgiving and pumpkin spice everything, and I want it. I'm gonna have it. I don't ever keep myself from good yummy foods like that. I eat what I want, but just remember that there's a portion in moderation, and when you're full, you stop. So there's tip number one. I do have a fitness routine that I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna jump into that right now. Hey guys, I just wanted to go over quickly my workout routine. It's Monday through Sunday. I do every day. Whenever you're starting, you might want to do a rest day, Sunday be your rest day, and the rest you're working out. But right now, I've been working out every day for over a year now, and so for me, I've got to the point where I like to work out every day. It's become a lifestyle for me, and even if a couple of those days are more laid-back workouts, I still want to work out every day. I'm actually using the Kayla Itsines BVG guide, and it's awesome. I love it so much. A 1.0, and then she's got a 2.0, and I just bought the 2.0, and I'm on week 21. It goes to 24. The first guide is 1 through 12, and then the second guide is 12 through 24. And I'm on 21. I'm about 4 weeks into finishing the second guide, and I absolutely love it. I think I like the second guide even better. I'm gonna go over what my week looks like. 3 times a week, I'm doing resistance training. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are those days. Mondays is leg day. Wednesdays is arm day, and Fridays is ab day. And then the other days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, are my treadmill days. So those days are dedicated to the treadmill alone. This training is on Tuesdays, and I walk for 35 to 45 minutes on speed 3.7, and then I work every 5 minutes, I go up 1. So for the first 5 minutes, I start at 3.7, and then 5 minutes is up, I go up 3.8. 10 minutes, I go 3.9, and then it goes all the way up to about 4.5, and you power walk through the last several minutes. And that's what I do on Tuesdays. So you're still sweating, but it's a little bit more of a laid-back workout, I would say. Sundays is like that as well. Thursday, I do my HIIT and my LISS in one session. So my HIIT is a high-intensity interval training, and it is where I get on the treadmill, and I will warm up for 5 minutes at 4.5, and that's power walking for me. After you warm up for about 5 minutes at 4.5 speed, say I'm at 5 minutes, hit 7.5, and you want to run for 30 seconds. Leave the treadmill running for 30 seconds. Then once that 30 seconds is up, get right back on and run. I do that for about 15-20 minutes. And by the end of it, I'm running at 9.5. So every time you get on, every 2 or 3 intervals, go ahead and go up a little bit on your speed. It'll be a 20-minute total, so 5 minutes of warm-up at 4.5, and then once you hit the 5 minutes to the 20, that's 15 minutes of 30-second interval training. When 20 minutes starts, I start my list training, which is 3.7. I go down to 3.7, kind of cool off, and then every 5 minutes I go up 1, so 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, all the way to 4.5, and then I'm done. That's a total of 55 minutes on the treadmill on Thursdays. And that's the same thing with Saturdays. Saturdays are just the sprint, so exactly what I explained for Thursday, but I don't do the walk afterwards. I just do the 20-minute sprints. Just so you have a visual in addition to me explaining it, this is actually my board that I go off of. So I write down what week I'm on up here. So I'm on week 21 of, and I'm doing, I'm on my first round of the second guide. I've added workouts or a 5-minute sprint to Sundays so that I can get that extra cardio. Whenever I started the guide, I started walking around the neighborhood, and I just made sure that I was walking pretty fast. I did that for 2 weeks before ever starting the guide. And then I got into the guide, and I had a Sunday was my day of rest, and I didn't work out at all that day. Or you can just stretch that day. So if you're just starting out, I would suggest doing that. Whatever your pace is, go at your pace. That's the most important thing to me, is going at your own pace. Start slow and work up to it, but make sure that you're progressing. Don't just do the same thing all the time. Give yourself a goal. If you get on the treadmill, say, I'm gonna start working out, and I'm gonna get on the treadmill and walk for 2 weeks. After that 2-week mark, I am going to start this. Set yourself a goal, be determined and do it. A little piece of advice that, just from me personally, when I started working out like every day and I made it a lifestyle, I actually noticed that I started changing. Like, I was happier. I have dealt with anxiety, PTSD, and depression. And with that, it's very, very difficult to have a normal life and just be happy and a positive person. I used to be extremely, extremely happy and just very positive, smiling all the time, and that changed. And maybe I'll go into my story someday, but right now I just want to give you this advice. Whenever I started working out every day, those endorphins, you have these endorphins that release, like it's a happy chemical in your head, and it releases and you just feel more positive, you feel better. I started feeling better. I started like wanting to do things. I actually started branching out, doing things that scare me. I had this huge anxiety, like I still do, about people. Like, people scare me, and being around crowds and just being around a big group of people. And I don't really know why. That's just an anxiety. One of the biggest anxieties that I have is being around a ton of people. So when I am around a ton of people, I have to be near an exit, to be like somewhere where I know I can get out if I need to. So that's a little bit about me. And whenever I started working out, I felt pressed to almost do like exposure therapy. I was like, you know what? I want to do more that scares me. I want to do something. So what we did was we booked flights to LA, and I walked the streets of downtown LA in Hollywood, in that most crowded place in the entire world, I feel like. And I walked the streets. First day, I had a very hard time. I actually had a panic attack in the hotel room the first night we were there. But then afterwards, like, I started exposing myself to it. I did more, and I got out there right in front of people, and I was okay. And I realized that I lived and that I was just fine. I think that's extremely important. So when I started working out, I felt more confident, which made me want to go out and do more with my life, be more adventurous, make better friends. Another thing that I had the hardest time with was letting people in. I keep people at a distance, very, very long arm's length. I am not good at letting people get close to me. And because of that, it causes a little bit of hardship, because everyone's distance, you're kind of alone that way. And you want to have good friends, but who do you trust? And I know a lot of people are like that. I know I'm not the only one. And if you feel like that, when I started working out, I started getting more confident. Confidence is a huge thing, and whenever I got happier and I kind of climbed out of my depression, working out really helps that. It really does. And I will tell you more of my story in another video. But working out is something that truly saved me. Still, to this day, I have a hard time letting people be close to me. Just because of bad experiences in the past, I have been working on making only specific friends. And I only let certain people get close to me. And I have been loving it. It's the most freeing thing I've ever done in my life. And I can tell you right now that you can choose who's in your life and who's not. And I have chosen that for myself. And it is the best feeling in the world. It's so freeing. Those people that bullied you before, those people that treat you like crap, you don't have to have them in your life. You don't have to. I have made the most amazing friends that I have ever had in my life from being very picky about who I let in. I learned to open up and trust certain people. Love me and they support me, and through my anxiety, through my depression, through my PTSD, through the things that I go through, they understand if I don't text them back. They understand if I don't call back. They understand if I don't answer my phone. They understand if I don't want to hang out. They understand if all I want to do is just spend time with my husband. They understand, and I have never had friends that have been like that in the past. Working out gave me confidence to cut certain people out and to let others in. And maybe that's what you need to do. Encouraging you that I hope that you can start doing this and be more active in general, even if it's not just working out, but just being more active and going out and doing more things. Moving on, I want to show you a few of my favorite leg exercises. Okay, I'm gonna start with some of my Monday workouts, which is leg day for me. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna show you just a few of my favorite ones, and I'm gonna do them with you. Legs that involve jumping are so hard, but I promise you they give you the best results and they make you the most sore, which is what you're looking for. So I'm gonna start with some jump lunges. Let's do 20 jump lunges. So you start out kind of doing a lunge and then you jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Medicine ball, squat, and press. Let's do 15. Go down into a squat, press up. 2, 3, make sure you breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Another I absolutely love is jumping jacks. I've been upping it, but let's start with 50. Your legs out, then you do a squat. So I'm going to kind of turn this way so you can see. Let's do 15 sumo squats. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, Doing squats, but you're jumping with each one. Let's do 15 of those. So you go down into a squat and jump. 2, 3, 15. You should start feeling it by now if you're working out with me. Barbell squats. So this is 20 pounds, okay? Do this, and you squat. Let's do 15 also. I'll turn so you can kind of see better. Don't hold your breath, breathe in and out. Another huge favorite leg exercise is getting my back of my thighs and my glutes. So you get down like that, and you kind of do donkey kicks. Let's do 30 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up high. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Okay, let's do 30 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, Afterwards, I like to kick this leg out and do pulses. 30 pulses. Okay, other leg, 30. I'm gonna move on to show you some of my arm favorites. This is one of my ultimate favorites. It works your arms and your upper back, shoulders. Start with whatever weight you want, but for these specifically, I do 2 pounds and then I move up to 8 pounds. So let's start off with our 2-pounders. Stand straight and let's go up and down like that 20 times. Perfect. Okay, now you kind of get down, space out your legs a little bit and kind of squat like that. You do this, okay? See all angles, support your back. and go out like you're flying. 20, stop there, do 20 of these, pulse them. 2. Awesome. A lot of times I'll do those and then I'll repeat it with my 8-pounders. For me, this is kind of a hard one. But I'm gonna go ahead, because we're kind of on a time limit, I'm gonna go ahead and show you another arm exercise that I love. My 8 pounds, stand like this, and I just go 10 on each side. Okay, other side. 1, 10. Snap jump. Out kind of like you're gonna do a push-up. Okay, like that. And you just jump. Let's do 15. Okay, another ultimate favorite are tricep dips. So you get out like this on your bench, scoot out like that, and you dip down. Let's do 20. Try to use your arms as you're lifting, not your legs. Moving on to some of my favorite ab exercises. Abs are my favorite workout. Let's start with ab bike. Okay, so let's do 80. If you can't do a full 80, that's fine. Go at your own pace if you're working out with me. Or go more if you'd rather just do more. So, okay, go like this and you meet your knee with your elbow. Like that. Let's do 80. Whatever these are called, leg lifts. So you kind of lay down like this, and you just pull your legs up. Let's do 15. grab if you can, 10-pound weight or something that has a little weight on it. Anything will work. You don't need weights, you can use other things. Okay, so you do this, grab it like that, and you lay back like this, and you meet your knees with your arms like this. One, like that. Let's do 15 of these. Get your 10-pounder, so like this, okay? Twist, let's do 40. Okay, go like that. Lay back. Let's do 20 sit-ups. Right guys, those are my exercises that I'm going to show you for now. There's so many fitness channels and fitness things you could search up and look up how to work out and stretch. I just thought I would show you a little bit of my favorites. And I'm not at all like a personal trainer or anyone professional. I might even been doing some of these workouts wrong. I don't have it all together. And this is just what I do. So I'm going to show you kind of what I eat and of our groceries. And I'm gonna give you some little tips. I actually have a few things already I demoed for you, a healthy breakfast that I make and also a healthy lunch that I make, two of my absolute favorites. So I'm just gonna jump right in and start showing you just different foods, what I eat, and all that. So whenever I say like choose healthier choices, I mean 100% whole wheat bread instead of multigrain, instead of white bread or anything of that sort. Bread in general isn't the best for you. It is my absolute weakness. I love bread, but when it comes to bread and having it in my house, I choose the healthier brand, 100% whole wheat. And then instead of any other rice, brown rice is the way to go. We just get the regular, just brown, natural whole grain rice. And that's really good. You can literally make like a big batch of this and make chicken and throw in chicken, throw it with steamed vegetables, and just make it a good healthy meal. I'm actually gonna jump right in and show you how I make one of my favorite breakfasts. And I make it with this. This one is really great. I just get raw oats and I'll show you right now what I do with it. Okay, so for my oatmeal that I make, I use just regular rolled oats, just completely 100% whole grain, raw honey, and ground cinnamon. And that is literally all I use. Don't buy that box crap that has a lot of sugar in it, just a bunch of unhealthy stuff for you. You can easily make it at home. And a half cup and a full cup. and just a bowl. Get my half cup and I scoop half a cup. And I put it in my bowl. Half a cup will take you a long way. You can do water, but I like to use unsweetened almond milk, just original. I'll take my cup and I pour my almond milk in it to the full cup. Pour it in your bowl. So it looks like this, and now you want to heat it up for 2 minutes. Okay, when that's done, should look something like this. Now I'm gonna put my honey and cinnamon in it. I just use raw honey. About that much, that's probably a tablespoon or maybe a teaspoon. To add some cinnamon. Just mix it up. The honey is enough sweetness and the cinnamon is enough flavor. You can add fresh blueberries, fresh peaches. I like to add frozen blueberries sometimes. I keep frozen blueberries, frozen peaches, things like that in the freezer. And so that's really good to add into the oatmeal. Today I probably won't. I like to eat it plain most of the time. And then another one that I love is you could just do toast. If you want to eat a little bit of a lighter breakfast and not like a whole bowl of oatmeal, you could do like toast your whole wheat bread and then drizzle a little bit of this raw honey on it, and that's really, really good. You could also do a smoothie, which I've showed you actually in another video, showed you how I made my protein smoothie. And I basically make it with this vegan protein from Sprouts that I get, and it's vanilla. And I will mix with my NutriBullet, and it's amazing. I get this cup, and you basically fill it with kale and spinach and 1 scoop of vegan protein powder. I put a frozen banana. I get 2 big packs of bananas whenever I go grocery shopping, and I put one on the table for just during the day if I want to grab a banana before work, and I freeze a big pack of bananas so that I can put in my smoothies. My protein powder, and it's amazing. I add blueberries sometimes, pineapple to make it sweeter sometimes, and then on days that I'm not doing my resistance training, I don't drink protein smoothies. I only drink protein smoothies 3 times a week. But I will have just a regular smoothie every once in a while if I want that for breakfast or lunch. I'll just do like kale, spinach, a banana, blueberries, and just yummy fruit. You can put anything you want. It's all very, very good. And then I always mix it with a little almond milk, which actually you saw in my oatmeal video. This is what I have with a lot of my stuff, and it is so good. And I just get the unsweetened original. Banana for breakfast sometimes, and if you need more than that, add some toast. Another favorite is avocado toast, which I should have showed you how to make. I didn't. But just toast your whole wheat bread, cut up an avocado, and literally smear it on the bread, and it's amazing. Really for more kind of like a lunch with like vegetables or soup, which speaking of soup, I hope I'm not all over the place in this video. I just thought I would kind of wing it and not really have a set structure. I love to eat soup, especially when it gets a little colder. I've been eating more soup during lunchtime, and I'll have it with toasted bread. There are several that I like. Progresso has been my favorite. The only thing about these kind of canned soups is they're wonderful for you, like they have vegetables and stuff in them, but they have tons of sodium. And so that's the only thing. If you're really needing to look out on the sodium thing, I wouldn't recommend these. There's a lot of sodium in this. It's just totally up to you. It's up to you. I personally love them. Like for me, getting vegetables no matter how in my diet daily is important. I love garden vegetable, tomato basil with toast. I like vegetable. Vegetables are all my favorite. You can also throw a soup together, which I'm actually planning on doing for the first time soon. I want to throw a big pot together and cut up fresh carrots and everything. This is the one I want to mock. It's called garden vegetable. And I want to put all of these vegetables in it, like a vegetable broth of some sort, and like heat it up and make a good soup without all the sodium and preservatives in it. Another just random snack that you could have is I absolutely love to snack on these. They're completely unsalted raw almonds. If you're kind of hungry, but you know, like you already had lunch and then you're like, it's a little too soon for dinner, grab some of these. It fills you up so fast. It's so good for you. They fill me up so fast. Like, I'm a hairstylist, so I work on my feet all day, and sometimes I don't have time to like make myself a whole lunch, so I'll just throw in almonds. I'll throw in like an applesauce. This is a all natural applesauce. All it is apples, water, and absorbic acid to maintain color, which I'm guessing is a preservative. But oh well, you still get it. It's still better than eating a muffin for lunch. I don't know. So again, not a professional, not a nutritionist of any sort. I just try to choose better options. So, and I'm just sharing with you what works for me. If you want a little more protein, my husband absolutely loves these. Dry roasted, unsalted peanuts. And I put these in his lunch, make his lunch every day, and throw these in there, and they're really filling and they're really good. Another snack. This is actually very high in calories. So this is something you wanna look out for. Maybe make this like, this is called a Cliff Bar. It's an energy bar, and this one is a crunchy peanut butter. It's my ultimate favorite one. I haven't had another one that I like that much. I like the ones that don't have chocolate or anything in it. I just want the peanut butter. The protein is basically what I get it for. Love these as a snack if I'm hungry, like at work. I throw this, applesauce, some nuts, and a banana. I throw in little fruits like that, a peach. I've been loving the peaches during the summer. They're kind of going out of season now, so I need to find some new things. Every time I make myself a sandwich, I usually do whole wheat bread, mustard, 1 slice of cheese, just the deli turkey breast, and tons of spinach in between. So that is another one. I love these. They're called raspberry fruit strips, and they actually, I always look at the ingredients because that can tell you a lot. Concentrates of different juices and fruit, and it's literally such a giant source of vitamin C. It's huge. So it's just a little, it's like a fruit roll up, but like a healthy fruit roll up, and it's like only that big. So I love that too. So I'll pack that in my lunch, throw it in there, because I don't have time to make myself lunch all the time. And I know that's going to be a lot of your problems as well, is that, oh, well, I don't have time to eat healthy. But you actually do. If you prepare for it, you can eat healthy, because I am extremely busy. We have a very busy life, and it is hard sometimes to eat healthy. Like I said, I don't eat healthy all the time. Sometimes I'm like, can we just go to Chick-fil-A? It is not easy. So now that I'm talking about lunch, I'm gonna go into and show you one of my ultimate favorite lunches that I like to eat kind of on my days off. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Okay, to make my tuna sandwich, I have a bowl, avocado, it's replacing the mayonnaise, and a can of tuna. If you like tuna sandwiches, try this lunch. It's really good and doesn't have any mayonnaise or anything unhealthy in it. I like to dice up the avocado like that before I get it out. And then I just squeeze it into the bowl. Same thing, I like to just kind of dice it up like that, and then I squeeze it out. And that will replace every bit of the mayonnaise that you would put in a regular tuna salad. Okay, put your tuna, it's like this chunk light tuna. Okay, I'm gonna dump it on top of the avocado. And then you just wanna mash it up. You can use your fork or like a masher. Okay. Now you want to add a little bit of seasonings. Now I usually put paprika in it, but I have not been able to find my paprika for a long time, so I've actually been using it without. Okay, after you add a little bit of salt, do some pepper, and I add a little more pepper so I can have a little bit of, just a little bit of that flavor. And then last but not least, Dijon mustard. I'm almost out. It really adds a really good flavor to it as well. And I just kind of go by the eye. I don't measure or anything like that. I just kind of squirt some in there. I usually have these sandwiches on my day off. I don't want to be smelling like tuna when I'm doing people's hair. 2 squirts in there. Mix it all up. We should put I take my whole wheat bread. And then you don't have to do this, but I like to add a little spinach to it. Organic baby spinach. Just put a little handful in there. And I'm just gonna mash it up with the rest of it. And that's your mix. Actually quite a lot of food, a ton. Okay, now that these are out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the mixture onto the bread, onto the toast, and it's just as simple as that. Okay, then I close it. One thing I love to have with my lunch is green tea. It is one of the best drinks that you can have with any lunch or dinner. It is so good for you. All my teas, everything here, I'm gonna do green tea. Focus, focus, focus. It is this pomegranate, raspberry, strawberry green tea. And that is one of my absolute top favorite lunches. We make like a healthy dinner. Josh makes this amazing chicken thigh. He made it last night. We had some friends over. It's so good. He makes his own marinade and it's pretty healthy. And he marinades them all day and it's just chicken thighs and he grills them. That with like a brown rice vegetable dish is so good. It's healthy and you can have leftover of that for lunch. I do have coffee every day. I only drink 1 cup a day, and every once in a while, like especially if I'm gonna go out with friends, I will drink another cup of coffee because I need the energy. We have the Keurig machine and I put it in a little reusable cup, and then it saves a little money rather than buying the K-cups. You can do almond milk, coconut milk for your creamer, and then for your sugar add a little honey, and that's delicious. I am personally trying to work on, right now I drink coffee every morning with actual coffee creamer and sugar, and I am cutting back every so often. We'll put a little less in there, and I'm wanting to slowly get to the point where I'm barely having any so that I end up with just black coffee, and I have 1 cup of black coffee every day. That's what I'm working towards. It's hard though. Another dinner idea, you can make a big giant bowl of salad, and we like to do romaine lettuce. We don't do the iceberg lettuce. It doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it. Try to get the real dark, leafy, dark, rich colors. That's the most nutritious of fruits and vegetables. Spinach, that's like most of our salad. Mushrooms, celery. I love green onion. Green onion adds a good flavor to salads. Pecans, you can add sliced almonds in it if you want to do like a more meal type salad. You can do kale salads. Literally, there is so much you can look up, and I have to be honest with you, most of the recipes that I get are from Pinterest. I'll look up like healthy blah blah blah, healthy version of this, healthy version of that, and I'll have all these ideas and then I'll tweak it here and there to make it my own, and I end up loving it. Huge, 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 huge. The biggest thing I can stress is drink water. Another thing, actually, this is probably the biggest reason that I can stay leaner, is the fact that I don't drink pop. And I don't want to step on any toes at all. You can probably drink pop in moderation. Some of you probably can drink pop all the time, but I do not drink pop. I don't drink juice with sugar in it, like extra sugar. I only drink like juice concentrate every once in a while, like almost never. And then all I drink, literally, all I drink is water. The only other thing I'll drink is tea. If I've been eating really healthy, I'll treat myself to a sweet tea. Other than that, that is what I drink. I don't drink anything else. Now, I did get recently introduced to LaCroix, which is like a carbonated water, and has just natural flavors like coconut, lime. My friend introduced me. I really like that too, but I don't drink it. I literally drink water, and drink tons of it, guys. I'm serious. I could not stress it enough. It keeps you lean. It's good for you. It helps your skin. It helps everything about you. I drink like, my goal always is to drink like 6 of these a day. I promise you this will change your life. Water, just water, water, water. Cut out a little pop and add in more water to your diet, and I promise you'll start seeing results like very, very fast. That is my number one, rather than eating healthy. Another thing that I do is, just as of lately, I've been taking more vitamins. Since I'm showing you what I eat, I'll show you what I take as far as vitamins. And this has been pretty recently. I went to the doctor probably several months ago, and I had a blood drawn, and they tested everything, and they said I'm insufficient in vitamin D. So she recommended that I start taking that every day. And I thought, you know what? I should really be taking more vitamins, because I had this problem for a long time where my nails were kind of bumpy. And I mean like bumpy. I don't mean a couple dents. I mean bumpy. Like I thought something was wrong bumpy. And I went and I think that it was just like, ever since I started taking my vitamins every day, it's been going away. So I think that's a huge indicator that I needed to take my vitamins. So these are the ones that I take every day. Women's one a day. Just a good women's multivitamin. I take my vitamin D that I was insufficient in. Not deficient, but just not enough. Insufficient. I do the gummies. I have to, like, I love the gummies. There's something about it. I take biotin, vitamin B pill for energy. Evening primrose oil, I've heard amazing things about it. If you're a woman and can understand, I've had hormone issues. I've heard that this is like a great healer for that. And so I've been taking this. You go online and read like the benefits of this. It's truly amazing what it can do for your hormones. That's it. That's what I eat, and that's how I work out. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave me a comment. I hope with all my heart that this video helps you too, and maybe gives you some ideas. I hope that you loved this video. I'm totally open to any tips and tricks that you have that you think that I could use some work on. I would absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope that you worked out with me today. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video. There's absolutely more to come. I will see you in my next one.